Hi friends, we have our coffee, we have our makeup. We're gonna drink our coffee because I have not even started doing that yet because it's just been, I love Mondays. I love Mondays. I love everything about Mondays. I love goals. I love new weeks. I love new years. Hi. Good morning. There's a lot I want to talk about today. There's kind of a lot going on, I feel like. And so much good stuff. So we're going to just do our makeup and chat. If you've never been on a live with me, I love when you come in and have conversations, ask questions. Hello, good morning. So don't be afraid to talk back. We are going to start with our makeup though, because our makeup is on sale. There's a big Saint sale this morning. If you did not catch it in my stories, run to the sale because there's it's a really random, eclectic sale. When we got the info, I was like, this is interesting. These are weird things to be on sale. But then the more I looked through it, I was like, ooh, this is a good sale for customers, like Saint people who already have the makeup, who already love the makeup. So if that's you, make sure you go check out the makeup sale today. It runs through Friday, the 25th. Friday. Oh my gosh. I never changed my calendar. It still says July. It runs through Friday, but Saint is notorious for selling out. So I don't want you to wait. If you cannot wait, if you can, don't wait. I was like, how do you say this to make it make sense? So if you can, don't wait and go check out the sale today and see what you need, see what you got to get. Number one for sure for me, my brush is dirty. The shape brush. If you don't have this brush yet, absolute must. I can do my entire face with this brush. I'm obsessed with this brush. It has been what I have been using for a really long time. Not a really long time, all summer. Is that a long time? It feels like a long time. Get this brush. It is 40% off. Also, our makeup bag, which is in my bathroom right now, is fantastic for travel. That is 40% off. So, I almost cleaned my brush with my setting spray. That would have been a disaster. Hello, good morning. Hi, everybody. We're just going to do our makeup and chat about some things that have been on my heart. I was just sharing the sale. If you're a Saint customer, if you want to be a Saint customer, today is the day. Get your sale on. Get your brushes, get your eyeshadows. What else is on sale? There's a lot of random things on sale. You need to go check it out for sure. Also, this is not on sale, but this brush cleaner is fantastic. It is instant drying. Look how gross. I don't know if this is sanitary, but that's how I clean my brushes. Don't follow me. If you want perfect tips, follow me. If you want tips for the everyday life, because that's what we do. Okay, so I'm going to spray the setting spray on my face. I already put my sunblock on, so we're going to do setting spray, which makes my skin texture a little grippy. I know that might not sound like a good word for your face, but for your makeup, it really grips onto the creams. And look, I put the wrong caps on these. It really grips onto the cream makeup, and I feel like that the e.l.f. primer, this is my sunscreen, and the Saint setting spray have been the game changer for creams during the summer when it's 105 degrees outside. Texans are over it. We're done. We're all very grumpy. How has your summer been? Are you done with summer? Are you back to school? Come talk to me. Give me all the deets. I want to know what you're doing. I got this at Ulta yesterday. This is the Tula Gold Glow and Get It. I usually use the Rose Glow and Get It. These are under eye. What does it say? Cooling and brightening eye balm. I don't know what order you're supposed to put these all in. I probably should have done this first, but we're gonna go for it anyways. Okay, we're just gonna go for it because it makes me feel bougie. That's why. I don't know if it works. What does it say? It's just cooling and brightening. I don't know if it works. It just makes me feel a little fancy, so I like it, and it's gold and looks pretty. So that's why I do things. That's really that's why I do things, because it makes me feel good and I enjoy it. So that's what we do. Then we're going to take a little spongy sponge and just kind of set everything. Hi, Bree. You guys, now that Bree's in here, really quickly while I get my contour on, we'll start talking about a few things, okay? So we told you about the sale. Saint's having a big sale right now. Go run, check it out. DM me if you have questions. Saint Makeup is the makeup company that I am paired with that I absolutely love. I've used this makeup for 6 years, and I feel like everybody needs this makeup. Like, it legit is that good. I feel like, you know, I sell it, so I have to say that. No, I don't have to say anything. I don't have to say that. I don't have to tell you that it's that good if it really isn't. But it is. But it is. Okay? So you want to go check out the sale. This brush is on sale, so we just talked about. The other thing I want to talk about today is, we're going to do our contour. The workbook that I finally launched. Listen, I launched this workbook at midnight on Friday. No plan. I consider it like a soft launch if you're in marketing at all. Like, I felt like, okay, I can soft launch this at midnight in my stories. Like, I didn't do any pre-marketing. I haven't really put it in my content yet. Oh, thanks, Brie. My makeup always looks gorgeous. Well, listen, this is good makeup, Brie. We got to get you this makeup. I hadn't done, like, reels about it. I had talked a little bit sprinkled in here and there that I had something I was working on. But I'm going to share something, like, I'm going to share something a little private, okay? All of this money marketing and, you know, the course selling and the reels that are telling you how much, you know, I'm making $800,000 in 10 days. There is really a reel like that. So it's not even, that's not even a joke. It was throwing me off. It was throwing me off my game. I've been in social selling for 6 years, okay? I have been with Saint for 6 years. In the beginning, I just wanted to pay for my nails and get coffee. Like, literally, that was my goal. I had 2 full-time jobs, 3 kids. Our life was bananas. I found Saint, and I really loved the makeup, and I was like, oh, this would be fun. And maybe I can. It's getting out of control. I memean, Brie knows. Brie is fabulous. She does not do that. Go follow Brie right now, and we'll get to why you need to follow her in a second. But I literally was like, maybe I can, like, you know, hang out with my friends, do some makeup. I've always loved makeup. That's great. And then I'll get to pay for my nails and some date nights. Great. That was my original goal. And the workbook that I've just created will help you. I love that your goal was to pay for coffee too. Why are we so bougie with our coffee? Why do we love fancy coffee? Because it brings us joy. That's why. So that was it. And the workbook that I just dropped, that I created and published, it's so exciting. I kind of want to, like, get a hard copy printed out just because I think that'd be really fun. Anyways, that it will help you figure out, like, what is your goal? What, like, is your goal just coffee? Is your goal to pay for your kids' soccer? Is your goal to, you know, whatever your goal is? If you don't know that, if it's not clear, you're going to waste a lot of time. It's facts. You're going to end up wasting a lot of your time because you're not clear. So we really need to focus on the foundations of our business, of why we're doing things, of what that looks like. Say, like, dig deeper, dig into all the things that is holding us back, that we're overthinking, all of our excuses, our why, our values. Like, those are so important. And I think what triggers me in these money-making reels is not that, like, I am all for multiple streams of income, making some bank. Your girl, like, yes, I also would like to make a lot of money. But I'm going to do it authentically. I'm going to do it with integrity. I'm going to share the realistic goals, the reality of the things that I have learned over the years. Like, it's not going to be this quick week of $100,000. It's just not real for me. Maybe it's for them. Do I love it? No, I think it's predatory, and I think that it is misleading. That's not in my values. That's not aligned for me. Okay, so 6 years later, today, we're here, and guess what I've done for the last 10 years? I'm really, like, over contouring right now. I'm distracted. But this brush is so good. You need this brush. 2 years of working my business hard. Like, I have been really putting in the work, really putting in the time, really like focusing on building a community, getting super clear for what I want. I've also tried a lot of things that didn't work, that failed. Yep. I've done that. I have been with Saint this whole time. I've been building that business at the same time of building my own like entrepreneur. I don't even know what to call it really, because I feel like if you're in network marketing, y'all need to start thinking of yourselves as entrepreneurs anyways, because that's the only way you're going to be successful long term, is if you're not relying on the company side of things, you're not relying on your upline, you're not relying on a team. Like, yes, all of those things are super beneficial, and yes, I have a fantastic team that I get to get plugged into, but if you're not willing to be like, I'm going to run this shit on my own, I'm going to do this like full force, all in, multiple streams of income, if that's what I want. If you're not willing to do the work yourself and you're trying to lean on other people, you're not going to make it. That's a little bit of tough love today. That's a little bit of tough love. I care about you. I'm a very caring person, but I have worked with enough social sellers one-on-one. I've talked to enough of you to know that we got to stop making excuses that are going to hold you back from moving the needle. We have to. You have to stop making the excuses. This is in the workbook. We're going to work through those excuses. And if you buy the workbook and you're like, this is a lot, I'm overwhelmed, you also have the option to book a one-on-one call with me and we can go through it together. I just require that you have done some of it on your own, because at the end of the day, y'all have to stop buying courses. I'm sorry. And I'm going to tell you to buy one in a minute. So this feels counterproductive, but you have to. You have to stop buying the courses. You have to stop consuming the information. You have to do the work. You have to. Because otherwise you're going to keep consuming other people's work, other people's experiences, other people's success, and you're not going to focus on your own. And that's why I made the workbook the way I did. I could have made this a course. I could have made this like a 12-week program. We're going to do this together. I've done that. I've seen success with that. I've seen other people have success with that. I've done that. I feel so strongly that if you don't get off your butt and do the freaking work and do all the things that we have consumed, you're not going to see any of the success. It's not, literally not possible. We are going in with blush and we're still using the same damn brush. That's how freaking good it is. There are people who do just keep buying the next thing that might help them work, but then they don't do the work. Yes. And listen to me when I say 2021 was the year that I bought way too many courses, that I bought into way too many programs, that I paid for programs that I shouldn't have, because I think part of it, I know a lot of it, excuse me, let me change that statement. So much of it is that we're scared, is that we lack the confidence, is that we don't believe in ourselves first. We're waiting for something that doesn't exist. You're waiting till you know more. You're waiting till you have confidence. You're waiting, I can't even all of that does not exist. What does exist is clarity. Being so freaking clear as to what you want, how to get it, who you're gonna serve, what does it look like, what does success mean to you, like all of those things. Let's spray I'm gonna put some setting spray on this because I forgot to wash it this morning, so we need it to be a little bit more damp. A little tricky trick if you forgot to wash your beauty blender. And we gotta blend that into my hairline because it was a little dark up there, a little darky dark up top. Anyways, I feel like I was going on a rant. So let me tell you something. Let me tell you something else. Yes, I think the workbook that I launched will help you if you feel any of those things. Feel stuck, feel unclear, feel frustrated, but you have to do the work. I can't fix that for you. Bree can't fix that for you. Your upline can't fix that for you. If you're not going to do the work, this is a waste of time. I feel a little aggressive this morning, which is good because I have another coaching call in an hour. So they're going to get, if you buy the workbook, you get my once a month group calls. We have a Facebook group that holds all of our entrepreneur women in it. So if you buy the workbook, you get access to that. Just saying, it's a pretty sweet deal. I'm not even gonna lie. You get once a month calls with me and a bunch of women who are in the thick of it with you. Did I blend down here? Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about, we talked about the sale. Let's do a little recap for those of y'all that just popped in. We talked about the sale, Saint sale. This brush is 40% off. I just did my whole face with it and my little trusty beauty blender. Y'all need this brush, go get it. Hi, Lika. How you doing, girl? Lika's in Hawaii. She is one of my favorite people on the whole entire planet. How's the sale going? She's another Saint artist. Go get your stuff. Hi, Haley. Haley got her stuff this morning. She was like, I'm getting that sale. I'm getting that sale, girl. She did. I saw your order come through. It looks good. Looks good. I'm so excited. Okay, so we talked about the sale. Go get this brush, the makeup bag. Those are probably my two favorite things, the brushes and the makeup bag. My favorite eyeshadow brush is part of the sale. Mine is black, but it is silver. Mine is an artist one. This brush, this like, oh, it's dirty. This fluffy side is fantastic for applying eyeshadow. We'll do that in a second. But I absolutely love this side for eyeliner. You need this brush. Like, you need this brush. If you like fuller coverage, this brush is on sale. Just go buy some brushes. Just go buy some brushes. You will not be sad. I cannot believe how cheap they are. I was literally at Ulta yesterday. Was that Saturday? And brushes are freaking expensive. But, like, look at this cute brush I got. I had a gift card. Look at how cute she is. She's a little heart. I love makeup. Which is why I'm partnered with a makeup company. But isn't that so cute? That's what is it? An It Cosmetic brush. I don't really know how I'm going to use it. Maybe some blush. But my Saint brushes are just so good that I rarely ever buy other brushes. I just couldn't resist how cute that one was. Okay. So we talked about the brush. We talked about the sale. You know what you need to go buy. We talked about the workbook that I launched on Friday and why it's so important to start with the foundations of your business before you start trying to be like, I made $20,000 in a month. Not even. That's actually doable. I feel like that's totally doable. If people were saying they made $20,000 in a month, I'd be like, hell yeah, girl. But they're saying they made $800,000 in a week. And I'm like, side eye. Are you telling the truth? How? Tell me how. Don't be just telling me you. Okay, we're going to get off track again. The last thing I want to talk about while we do our eyeshadow, let me just bust out a little bit of my setting powder. So good. I set my nose because I get really oily down my T-zone. So like my nose and up my forehead. And then I prime my eyes with that too before I do my eyeshadow. So let's do that. And then let's get our blush on. What do we want to wear today? I have 2 calls of a podcast interview. Let's just go with trusty pink. Let's just go with trusty pink grapefruit. If you want to instantly wake up your face, put your pink blush on. And then I'd love to mix it with Sunshine State. And I just dab that in. Cream blushes is where it's at. Like, they're so good. So pigmented. I'm not going to leave it like this. I'm going to get my little beauty blender and soften out those edges. But look how easy that is. We just like blend it out a little bit. So it's not crazy. Okay, the last thing we're going to talk about, my friend Bree, I think she's probably gone because I talked too much. But my friend, what is her handle? She was just in here, Bree Groves. BRIEGROVES. So Bree Groves, okay? We've been friends on here probably a year-ish. That feels accurate. And I was like noticing her marketing. I was noticing her reels and I was like, Bree, girlfriend, what are you doing? What's happening over here? Because we've gone live together before. She knows her business stuff. She's still here. Hi, Bree. You should just come on. Do you want to go live? We didn't talk about this beforehand. I won't put you on the spot. We should plan that though. So I asked her like, what's going on? Like, what are you doing? What are you launching? Something's up. You look fantastic. I'm loving your content. She is doing money marketing the right way, you guys. So go follow her and watch what she's doing because there is a difference between being like showing up with integrity. And that's legit what she's doing, and she's showing you what's possible. And so what I did before I launched my workbook over the weekend is bought her playbook. That's so funny. I launched a workbook. She has a playbook. Actually, they go really well together. FYI, like if you want to buy both, I think that's really smart. She has this workbook or playbook that literally walks you through how to make that digital product, the marketing of it, the like emails, the like the nitty-gritty stuff that once you get to the end of her playbook, you will be like, hit publish, I'm good to go. I know what I'm doing. I know how to do it. Like, that is the key to success. If you took anything away from what I shared earlier, is that. Like, it is the key to success. Getting it, the foundation behind your why, the clarity behind your goals, and then the action. Take the freaking action. Oh, you want to come on? I don't have my eyeshadow on. Can I keep doing my makeup? Let's bring Brie on. Let's bring Brie on. Okay, how do I do that? I don't know if I've ever done that before. I just am literally going to be doing my makeup at the same time. Let's see. Let's see if she accepts. I don't know if I did that right. Hi!
Hi! I'm still in my morning skincare.
I love it. Your skin always looks so glowy too.
Oh,
so
okay.
like, if you ever Brie, like even in her own reels, she'll like pop up with her like eye gel thingies. What are those?
They're like the eye patches. They're like I literally just peeled them off. Like, I keep them on my eyes for like hours in the morning. They're
Were you like,
hydrating.
Crystal just called me out, let me take off my eye patches?
No shame.
I freaking love it so much. Thank you for coming in with me. I was just telling everybody how like your playbook, I had the idea for my workbook. So I DM'd Brie. She's fantastic. You guys also, if you DM her, she actually responds. Like, who knew that could be something that people do? Anyways, I'm like, all the automation these days with like DMs and responses, I don't know how I feel about them. I gotta check my heart a little bit.
Yeah.
It just takes the like people away from it. It makes me sad a little bit. I'm like, oh, I wish that we brought back a little bit of that like old school customer service, we are here to help vibe. Yeah. Okay, tangent.
I agree.
So I DM'd her and I was like, listen, I have this idea. I have this half-done workbook. What are you doing? I remember I was like, what's happening? So tell us what you did. I want them to hear. What did you create?
Yeah, so I created it's called the Passive Profit Playbook. That's what Crystal has. That's what she's talking about.
Yeah.
And basically, I just walk women through my exact process of creating your own digital product based on your experience, your expertise, your passions, your hobbies, like your unique voice that like can't be duplicated. Because there's a lot of stuff going around on the internet of like, and not that it's bad necessarily, depending on how it's done, but like there's something unique about selling your own stuff, because you can't duplicate that. Like you can sell the same course and have thousands of people selling the same course or program or whatever, but when you create something that has your heart and you build that like personal brand, that like is what will last, right?
Yeah.
So that's
and really, I think it also gives you a sense of like, I did this. Like it's like, you know, like it's a little bit, I mean, pride, but in a good way, not like the bad pride.
Right.
But like, oh, I did this.
Totally.
This is mine. I'm proud of it. And I think that changes the game. Like the marketing changes when it's something that you're like, I worked really hard to do this.
Right. Yeah. The excitement like is reflected in how you show up.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's basically what the playbook does. Literally takes you through, because like one of the number one things that women say is like, oh my gosh, I just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Which your workbook sounds like will help people like getting the clarity, right? So it takes you through like coming up with the ideas, doing the research to figure out like, okay, like what excites you, but then also what will actually be profitable, because that's important if you're trying to make money. And then just like setting up all the foundations that most people think they can just like slap something up in their bio and then sell it. But like you have to do work to like lay foundations and systems and all the things.
Like, did everybody hear that? I want like, did everybody hear that? Because I think that's, and you know, Brie and I have talked a lot. I'm like putting on my eyebrows while we do this. We talked a lot about like the marketing that's going around right now. And like we said, like she said earlier, we're not here to bash what anybody is doing. Like that's not the goal. But I think what's not being told is the reality behind having that success, having that money, income flowing, having like what got you there. Like tell me the truth. What got you there? Have you been working your business for a long time? Do you have a community already? Do people already know, like, and trust you?
Yep.
That's huge.
Yep.
And I think that that's what's giving me such tension is like seeing this marketing, knowing that it feels a little predatory because like we all need money right now. Like I'm one of them.
Yeah.
I think I even told you, I was like, man, this marketing, I'm their ideal person. I'm legit am like I love multiple streams of income. I could pay down some debt. Like I am probably their ideal person, but it like leaves it feeling kind of icky.
Yeah.
And you're like, if you don't know how much work it also goes into it, it's not true. It's not real.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love what, like, you guys all need to go hit up Brie and check out this playbook because like I said, I came in and I was like, I already have this idea. It's like halfway done. I needed a little more. I needed a push.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I needed the push to be like, oh, this is totally doable. I can still stay authentic. I can still do this with integrity. I still am DMing Brie like, I feel a little stuck on like, just because I have to get over my own, like, I talked to someone this morning and it was like, I was going to DM you this, but let's do it live. Why? Because why not? That's what we do.
Why not?
But if we lead with the value, that I feel like the game changes.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
The money is great, 100%, and it's possible, which I love that you show that. Like, you show that it's possible.
Yeah.
But if we lead with the value first, like this is the value you're going to get behind these offers, behind this program, behind this workbook, playbook, whatever it is you're looking at. If you lead with the value, the rest is going to come.
Yeah. It's so true.
And it's like, what happened? We like forgot to lead with the value.
We like forgot that there's people on here. Like,
like we're real people. We're real people. I literally don't have my mascara on. I'm a real person. Brie jumped on here live with her beautiful skincare.
No makeup. Yep.
We're real people. And that's when it does, like, did we forget that part? I mean, honestly, I am an Instagram girly. I love Instagram. It's my favorite platform. But I found myself, like, fleeing the platform. I was like, oh, I don't want to be here right now. It feels kind of gross. Like, I've been, like, retraining my algorithm. Yeah. Like, will you just show me Taylor Swift? Like, is that cool? Just bring back the joy. And I think as leaders, like, something I talked to Colleen about the other day is, like, as leaders, like, we have to go first. Like, we have to decide, okay, this is not cool. This is not how we want to do our business. So how do we do it and lead the way? Right. And it's scary. It's how do you feel like when you're doing these, because you're doing it with integrity, in my opinion, and you're being really honest and being really like straightforward, like, hey, this is not something that was overnight. Like, I love how you're approaching it. Yeah. How, for some, like, what would you tell someone else? What would you tell me? Who is like struggling with that, who wants to do it that way and is feeling a little bit like, how? Because once you buy her playbook, you guys, you'll be ready to go. But the hardest part, and what I was just saying in over on my live, this is still my live, is that people will buy and consume and like take all the knowledge, but if you don't do the work, you're not going to see any sort of success. Right. And I do feel like there is that like moment of like it's scary to do that. To like, you have all the knowledge, Brie has handed you a wealth of knowledge. Yeah. But she can't force you to do the work. Right. So what would you tell someone that's like, okay, now what?
Yeah, totally. I think like the number one thing, it sounds so cliche, but literally with like all of the women that I've coached, the biggest thing that like holds them back is their thoughts and their fears or fearful thoughts, really, right? Yeah. And it's like really like what changed everything for me, because yes, I give you literally everything you need from beginning to end, like all the foundations to go from like totally clueless, like all of the tools, right? But if you don't take the action, like you said, nothing's gonna happen. But like for me, I had to start filling my brain with all the positive what ifs instead of all the negative what ifs.
So
like,
good.
What if I can do this? What if this is possible? What if this happens? Like all of the things that I really want. Like I teach vision, like vision is everything.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
But like, because it's always like, well, what if I fail? What if, so? Like what if your thing doesn't sell the first time? Like what have you lost? You've learned a ton. And you figured out maybe what didn't work, and now you can tweak and change. It's not seeing failure as a bad thing. I don't even like the word failure.
Yeah.
It's just like data. It's just results. And then you're like, okay, that didn't work. So I'm going to try this. Okay, that didn't work. So I'm going to try. And literally, I've been doing that for like 3 or 4 years.
I was just going to say, that's literally what I've been doing for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
And it's hard. I think that we don't want to fail. Yeah. Right? Like nobody wants to fail.
Right.
But if it's like you said, like I got certified in business coaching back in 2021, and I have literally changed what I coach on, like my business core, like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, that's not a good fit. Like, oh, I didn't want to do that. Like I ended up in the social media growth world really quickly, really early, and I was like, that's not it.
Me too.
This place is not it for me.
Yeah.
And I think it's hard to admit that, like, because I was making a lot of money. Like I really was. My husband, when I was like, hey, I'm going to stop doing that, he was like, wait, why? he just literally was like, you're making really good money right now. I don't think that's a good idea. And I was like, yeah, but I don't like it. Like, that's not what I want to do. And that's so scary. Yeah. Why would you walk away from that? And it like literally goes back to like the values or like what you're aligned with, what you want to be, like how you want to be helping. And that's the part that, like you said, like people don't want to do that part.
Right.
That's scary. That part's hard. And yeah, I agree with you 100% that failure, it's not really failure if you learn from it and take that and like do something different, or take that and shift into what you do want to be doing. Take what you learned and do better. Like that was so good. I love the positive thoughts thing too. Yeah. I'm the worst.
It's hard. I'm
the worst. My husband is he's always so mad at me because he's like, why are you so half empty? And I'm like, I am not. And then I'll sit there and be like, oh, maybe I kind of am. But it's like our human nature. It's so hard. Yeah. Like if do you feel like you're a half glass full kind of person? Or do you have to like work on it?
Yeah. My husband's like the half empty person. I'm like the half full person.
There has to be one, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't both be like one or the other.
Yeah. Yeah. But
I love that.
It almost gets like, I feel like for me now it's almost like addicting. It's almost like a game.
Ooh.
Like business. Like, oh, okay, if I do this, like maybe this will happen. Or like you start to like now when I like feel like scared to do something, I'm like, oh, okay, like I'm going for it. Like because there's always something good on the other side. There really is.
So good. That's so true. I told myself I would go live once a week last year in January, and then every time I would start my live and be like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up, but I'm here. Like literally no one was watching, like 0 viewers, you guys. If you start going live, just be ready. No one watches. But I literally would tell like myself on camera, like, this sucks, I hate it, but I'm here.
Right. Yeah.
But now after like 1.5 years, almost 2 years, I'm like, I go live every day. If I could, if people didn't think I was annoying, I want to be like Drew Barrymore. Let's go live every day. Talk show stat. Like, I love it so much.
Yeah.
But you have to be willing, like you said, like that's so scary. I have to do that. I have to do that.
Yeah.
That you need to make that a post. Mm-hmm. That's so good.
Yeah.
Because it's so true too. It's the stuff that we're scared of that ends up like making a difference, and it's so powerful. And the workbook that I created after using Bree's playbook to launch it was so fantastic. Someone asked you if you have a affiliate. I think someone said something about if we purchase your playbook, do we have the option for your help afterwards?
Yeah. Yeah, once you purchase it, like the confirmation page will give you like an option to join the membership for like more support.
Yes.
So.
And then someone else said, do you have an affiliate program for the playbook?
Yes.
Is that invite only, or can they just sign up?
As long anyone who has the playbook, like obviously you have to have it so you can authentically market it, right?
Well, we've been talking about.
Right, exactly.
Please do it first and then talk about how great it is.
Right. So once you have it, then you'll get an invite to become an affiliate. There's links inside the program to become an affiliate. So yeah, affiliates get 20% commission.
That's so generous too. Like, that's awesome. I love that you're doing that. And you guys, you will want to tell people about it. That's how good it is. Like when I tell you that I was sitting on this idea for way too long and then I did the playbook and I sat on it for even longer. And then Sweet Bree was like, you know, you could just do it, right? Like you know that. And I'm like, I know. Okay. But I'm going to do the positive thinking thing because like, you're right. I feel like that's it. Like that's we can all just flip it. And in the workbook I made, there's a whole section on like excuses and fears and like you have to go do the work though. Like I was just telling my people that like you can buy my workbook, you can buy Bree's playbook, you could buy a course on Instagram Reels, like whatever, you could consume all you want.
Yeah.
But I can't make you do the work. Bree can't make you do the work. No one can make you actually take the action.
Right.
We can only give you the tools. Then you have to go and do that. So thank you so much for letting me be like, hey, this would be great if you just came live.
Why not?
Sometimes I actually usually do not recommend that because if you heard, like people have like totally shown, like someone took my friend's whole profile and requested to go live and it was some naked dude. So I want to add like a disclaimer. I know Bree, and we did talk right before this, so I knew she was here. So
crazy.
I don't usually recommend doing this unless you've talked to the person before.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
I have to always, especially with Saint girls, I'm like, don't plan your lives ahead of time. Okay, disclaimer. All right, love you so much. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with us. Go get the playbook. Y'all need it. It's going to make a huge difference in your business today. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.